Hey guys, Infidel 1258 here. We're doing some bronze level. Actually, there's a novice level battle grinding. We are going to exceed the novice level while you guys are watching, and you're going to see me win these low level battles with nothing. I think I have like 2 cards in this account. I'm going to quickly check to show you what I got. It's all starters. With the, let's see, what do I own? Look, this is what I own, and I've won these cards. I've earned these cards by playing the game. These are none of these, to my knowledge, were gifted to me. I don't think I've given myself any of these cards. I'm pretty sure these are entirely things I've won by playing the game, and I'm playing it like there was 0 cards in this account a month ago. So yes, I know the bronze level reward system has been nerfed. I know you're going to get fewer cards, but there's still opportunity here, and there's a recipe that you can follow to have success. If you watched the earlier video on how to win in bronze and silver, came out today, October 4th, you'll see that Venari Wavesmith is one of the main points that I rely on, and it's going to be, that's what you're going to see me do here today. So let's refresh and we'll get back into that battle before we end up forfeiting. Okay, so it doesn't matter to me what he does. At this level, I'm just going to play my Magic team with Alaric Stormbringer. I'm going to always play the Sandback Turtle because it's got a decent amount of hit points and shields for the mana cost. And then I want to get as many Magic players as I can. Ice Pixie for 2, Medusa for 4, Venari's got to come. This is probably what I'm going to do. You see how I got the Enchanted Pixie, the Elven Mystic, Venari Wavesmith, Medusa, Ice Pixie, and Spineback Turtle. That's the reverse order from rear to front. It probably is fine, but I'm quickly thinking about it. And it makes sense to put my Elven Mystic in the back because he's got 3 hit points and the Enchanted Pixie has 1. That way, if Buddy throws the Goblin Shaman or whatever it's called at me from the Earth Splinter, which does the sneak attack magic, I won't die right away on the first hit. I think that's probably the play. And I put the Medusa in the second position. This is a 25 mana. I used every mana I had. It's really a full Magic team. You know, I'd be in trouble if he used Magic Reflect on me. Ouster could be a problem for me, but people at this level don't have Ouster, and if you do, good for you. That's going to help you. I don't need to win every game. At Novice, every single win you get gives you positive rank points. Every single loss you get doesn't take away rank points. That's unusual. At every other level of the game, you're going to lose rank points as you lose the game. But at Novice, they just give you benefits for wins and no detriment for losses. There's me versus Red. Red is the Malric, I think it's called, the melee summoner. And that's a good team, but it's not as good as the Magic team. Plus, look at how important the Protect is. Venari Wavesmith for $2 is going to get you a Protect on all of your monsters. So is he going to be dangerous, Serpentine Spy? Yes, but not particularly dangerous because Fortify is going to give me that extra durability. Okay, so back to it. So we're going to win this, we know, because we just saw it, but let's watch it unfold and see how it plays out. I'm telling you, I win it because the Protect. Plus, Alaric is obviously deadly. You know, right there. His Serpentine Spy would have killed my Ice Pixie, but didn't. That's huge. And now his Serpentine Spy is dead. Okay, there it is. It's really that simple as far as I'm concerned. Wavesmith equals victory at the novice and bronze levels. Is it going to win 100% of the time? No. But it's going to give you an edge against most of your opponents because most people don't buy any cards. They just they want to win with nothing. Well, this is going to set you apart. That's the important thing about my whole approach to this game. In order to have success, you need to build a deck that sets you apart from your opponents. It doesn't, that one thing you could do that would set you apart would be to buy all the most meta cards that are super expensive. That's going to set you apart, but it's going to cost a fortune. The other easier path, which is one that I've always implemented for myself and which I've always advocated on this channel, is that you set yourself apart by buying cards that others don't, the ones that people consider off meta. Actually, they don't call them off meta. They call them crappy. They ignore them. Those are the cards that I buy because those are the ones I believe are going to have the most opportunity for appreciation, as well as they're going to allow me to build a deeper deck because they're less expensive, and so I can buy more of them. Crustacean King. And so I talked about in my previous video how to win in bronze and silver. One of the things you want to start looking at if you're building a deck, if you're investing in buying cards, start looking at which cards do you want to have success in the modern format or the wild format. Those are going to be the two future leagues that Splinterlands offers. If you want to succeed in the modern format, then you want to focus on Untamed, Dice, and Chaos Legion, as well as all of the most recent reward cards. If you want to have success in the wild format, then you want to look for some of the overpowered beta and alpha cards that are particularly meaningful. And I would say at this level, Crustacean King is really a really helpful one because it gives you the tank heal. It's currently available to me because I have the starter deck, but it's not going to be available to me in the starter deck once the league divides into modern and wild. So that's a card I would consider maybe buying 1 BCX for. And I got to quickly look at this up because we are running out of time. Okay. The Crustacean King is not cheap, but for $8.60 you can get 1 BCX, or you can get 3 BCX for 25 bucks. Oh, 3 BCX for 23 bucks. And 3 BCX is level 2, which is going to give you 3 hit points, that's a pretty meaningful upgrade. So if you've got 25 bucks and you're willing to, and you have a mind to be like a bronze level competitor or even a silver level competitor in the future wild format, one card I would think about considering if you like the Water Splinter would be this card. It's not cheap, but it's going to be one of those cards that's going to set you apart as those beta cards are removed from the circulation of the starter deck. Okay? Oh, right down to the wire. 3 seconds left. Oh, I put my Venari Waysmith in the wrong spot. That could be a problem for me. The Venari Waysmith is my quarterback. I want to keep her safe. I put her, if there's 5 or 6 cards on my team, I'm going to bury her in the 3rd or 4th or 5th spot because she is the one that's providing protect to all of my other monsters. So I want her to have the longest life, the longest defense, the most amount of meat shields in both the front and the back. And I hope you're seeing in the last game and in this one, the only thing that sets me apart here is the Venari Waysmith. And that's enough. A novice, that really should be enough. It should be a slam dunk that you move out of novice into bronze every single season. And I know because of the nerfs and the reward system that's not going to mean a gigantic reward for you. It used to be 5 loot chests, and that would be 50% chance of cards per loot chest. It's no longer like that. I get it. But if you want to move to get into that bronze, out of novice and into bronze, this is the recipe for it. And it really is this simple and straightforward. And it doesn't have to be the Venari Waysmith, but that is one card that can set you apart. And I consider it particularly valuable because it adds that fortify to every other monster. But you could also look at any other monsters that are. I'm hoping my Waysmith. There we go. We got it. Okay, so we won't do any other battles now. We'll call it there. But just notice that I'm already at 76 rank points. I'm 1 win away from being bronze 3. I'm gonna get it. So like it's not very meaningful. I'll grant you that. But if you've got the right attitude about these rewards, whether it's a 10% chance to get a card or a 50% chance, which it used to be per loot chest, understand that a chance is better than no chance. If this game is entertaining to you, forget about what the rewards feel like. Don't stop asking how much am I getting per day, and start recognizing that every asset you earn for your time and attention is something that over a long enough time horizon is going to have a meaningful value. That's been my focus for 3 years. That's how I came at this thing, and that's how I've built the value that I currently have. You don't get it overnight. You don't get it for free. But I've got $85,000 worth of cards, and that's in part because I spent 3 years playing this game, grinding at bronze and silver and gold, getting next what was practically nothing for rewards. Like I would get penny cards. You're getting cards that are worth 8 cents. Reward cards that are worth 8 cents. I used to get reward cards that were worth a penny. Actually, less than a penny. Literally, the Sea Genie used to sell for, I think it was like almost 2 of them was 1 penny. And so, yes, the reward system has changed. That's part of the developer's choice to kind of try and evolve the ecosystem. If that doesn't work for you, you have a choice to not play. But I would encourage you to take a deep breath and say, okay, yeah, it sucks. I used to get more. Yesterday I got more rewards. Today I get fewer, but I still get something. And my time and attention is being rewarded with this game. Now, you can make the decision that that's inadequate reward or compensation for your time and attention. But I don't make that decision. Personally, I said to myself, even for a penny, I like this game. It's an entertainment, and I recognize that it's not really a penny I'm getting. It's a deflationary asset, which will increase with time because of its limited number and its the increasing demand. And so every card I earn, whether it says the price is worth a penny or not, is a card that I value holding. And so I have always played this game with that mindset, and it's brought me to great success. And I believe that you can have that same success as long as you're willing to commit not a few days or a few weeks, but a few years of doing this all the time, every day, enjoying this game as a part-time hobby and understanding that the opportunity that comes out of the hobby could be meaningful. And it was meaningful for me. And I believe that the new cards that are coming out now are going to have a similar story to tell in the next months and years. But you're not going to know that unless you start just setting aside right now, just put down this mindset that I'm only getting a few cards every season and it's not good enough. I need to get more. They're so cheap. I need more. If I was getting paid $5 or $10 a week, sure, I'd do it. But for 5 or 10 cents, I'm not willing to. Well, that's your choice. But when you say that, you're denying the fact that those little trivial, as you would call them, trivial assets are actually worth more. Their value is greater than the price. If you disagree with me on that fact, then you really should just probably stop. But if you understand what I'm saying when I say the value is greater than the price, then you should be grateful for every single reward card you earn today and tomorrow and for the next few months. And you're going to find, like I found, that those appreciate with time. And then there's going to be opportunities to flip those and to reallocate that value. And you're going to grow your account. And it's just going to astonish you where it goes in the future. And I don't say that to you to try and convince you to stay. If this stuff to you feels like it's not worth your time, good. It's good that you know that, because your time is worth something. And I believe that the rewards offered here are meaningful. But if you disagree, then that really is a good indication that maybe this isn't for you. And we all should be doing the things that we see are the best use of our time, not, reluctantly or, in frustration, continuing to do the things that aggravate us. And so I say this all from a place of trying to be encouraging, but also trying to help some of the people the newer ones, I think, especially, who really feel like they've been robbed by the recent changes to the reward system. That's just the way it is. And if you feel that it's not good enough, in love, I tell you that you should walk away, because this game, you're obviously looking for more rewards than you're capable of receiving here. And if you don't have if you don't share my mindset around the future appreciation for these things, then you might be barking up the wrong tree. I think that this is going to work for many of you. I think you're going to do what I've done and more in some cases. Um, but the mindset has to be entertainment first, opportunity second, fun and rewarding. If it's not fun, don't play it. Okay, we're going to leave it there. Thanks for your time and attention. Have an amazing day. God bless.